Roman Reigns is 32 years old, but when he turns 70 years old, he will look like this. Roman Reigns is yet to say when he plans on retiring, but Roman has already had so many accomplishments in WWE that it would come as no surprise if he retired before the age of 40. Finn Balor is currently 36 years old, but when he turns 70, he will look like this. Finn Balor had somewhat of a late start in WWE, which could lead to him not having a long WWE career, but Finn has no plans of retiring soon, and he could be one of those wrestlers who still competes when he gets old. Seth Rollins is currently 31 years old, but when he turns 70 years old, this is what he will look like. Seth Rollins has said in the past that he will not be associated with wrestling at all once he retires, and that he will go into seclusion and live off the money that he made from his successful WWE career. Brock Lesnar is currently 40 years old, and in 30 years he will be 70, and he will look like this. Once Brock Lesnar retires, he plans on not being involved in wrestling or MMA whatsoever. The Miz is 37 years old, but in 33 years, The Miz will turn 70 years old, and he is going to look like this. The Miz has had a much longer and more successful WWE career than fans would have ever expected, but he doesn't plan on wrestling forever, and he will become a full-time actor once his wrestling career ends. Kevin Owens is currently 33 years old, but he will look like this when he turns 70 years old. Kevin Owens loves pro wrestling, and he plans on doing it for many years to come. But Kevin Owens has saved almost all of his money that he made from wrestling, so if he wants to retire someday, he will have nothing to worry about when it comes to money. John Cena is currently 40 years old, and when John Cena gets into his 70s, he will look like this. John Cena plans on focusing on his acting career once he retires, and he also wants to focus on hosting TV and award shows, and also, one day starting a family. Dean Ambrose is only 32 years old, which usually shocks many fans when they find that out. But what is more shocking is what Dean Ambrose will look like when he turns 70. Dean has made more money than he will ever need, and he doesn't want to be one of those wrestlers whose body breaks down because they wrestle for too long. Right now, CM Punk is 39 years old, and when CM Punk gets much older, he will look like this. Even though CM Punk is currently signed to the UFC, there is always a possibility that he will return to pro wrestling one day. But CM Punk has made so much money from his days in WWE that he has said that he does not need to work another day in his life. Enzo Amore is 31 years old, and when he reaches 70 years old, he will look like this. Enzo Amore doesn't plan on wrestling for many more years. He's hoping that one day he can become a rap superstar.